That's right. Welcome to the side of the ring because it's time for some ringside rumors. Gonna be a bit of a short one today, folks, but that's alright because we still got 3 top rumors for you, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Our first top rumor: PW Insider claims an internal depth chart within WWE has Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, Zelina Vega, Mia Yim, and Aaliyah as the top 6 babyfaces on the SmackDown Women's roster, while Asuka, Bayley, Lacey Evans, Scarlett, B-Fab, and Tamina are the top 6 heels. Let me ask you an important question. Do you remember, I don't know which Royal Rumble it was. Actually, you know what? It was the Royal Rumble that everybody said was the worst one, actually. Do you remember when it was a Royal Rumble where Sasha Banks came out and she was like Sailor Moon or whatever, right? And that was also the Royal Rumble when Melina, Melina didn't come out, actually. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make, right? Do you notice anything about the, so let's see, Charlotte Flair's not here. Mia Yim, sure. Wait, she's a heel? Oh, babyface, no. Mia Yim and Aaliyah. Now, listen, I love the both of them, okay? I think they're absolutely fantastic. I would argue that I have seen significantly less of them than I have of Charlotte and Bianca and Zelina, right? And then you've got Lacey Evans, Scarlett, B-Fab, and Tamina. Again, I don't even know where Tamina's been, let alone B-Fab. Am I the employee of the month because I've been going above and beyond for the Call of Duty? You know what I'm saying? I've been making sure every customer's taken care of. Or am I the only employee of the month because I'm the only one who actually works there? Like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to, you know what? I know what I'm supposed to be taking away from this. I'm supposed to be looking at this and I'm supposed to be thinking about it like the SmackDown 6 in the sense of like, they're great on the mic. They're great in the ring, you know. They can make a compelling storyline out of anything and everybody loves them, right? Whether they're fighting for good or evil. Meanwhile, you got people that I haven't seen around the ring, okay, let alone in it. So I don't know where this is coming from, but according to WWE, right, according to an internal depth chart, you know, you can have like an issue with your depth perception, right? You know that's a thing. It's all right, I guess. So I mean, look, they're on the depth chart, right? So I guess we're just gonna, I cannot wait to start seeing how this internal depth chart starts, internalizing its depth. Because right now, I mean, half of these people, where has Aaliyah been? Like, come on. Our next top rumor, Boozer Wrestling says there will be a, quote, a lot of revamped themes in WWE in the next few months featuring new songs and artists. Bring back Jim Johnson. Bring him back. Was that his name? John Johnson? One of them. Either way, I don't care. Bring him back. Listen, alright. Sorry, what's your name? CFOS? CFO? $? Some of them are bangers, some of them aren't. Okay? And I can only imagine what WWE is going to start bringing out. Wee. That's it. That's going to be one. I just got copyrighted. I just got copywrote just now because that was going to be Roman Reigns' new song when he comes out. There's a lot of people on the roster who've had their music since like 2018, 2019, somewhere around there, because like it's like notable, it's catchy, you know what I mean? So like I doubt like Bianca, Braun Strowman, Asuka got her music changed. I doubt it's gonna happen again, you know. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what that means. Our final top rumor, more from Boozer. There are apparently, quote, big plans for the World Heavyweight Championship with, quote, a story that will catapult the title to its original status. So what do we have? We have Seth Rollins versus, wow, I saw this too. Who won? I cannot remember. I think it was Bobby Lashley, right? If I remember correctly. You got to put the world title on Seth Rollins. You have to. Because if you don't, then I'm not saying that like nobody else is capable. The point I'm just trying to make is simply that, like, you know, he's incredibly reliable, and you know, it's a decent start for the title. That's all I'm saying. So I'm sure he'll have a great run. And I mean, they're over here talking about how they have big plans, and who better, to strap those big plans onto than the guy who made the heist of the century? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's pretty easy to tell that they have like a stupid amount of faith in that guy, and whoever they're not just going to throw, Jimmy No Nuts at him. You know what I'm saying? So whoever goes against him is obviously, going to be capable of putting together like a very coherent and compelling storyline with him. So we're just going to have to wait and see who that is. Moving over to our minor rumors, the reason WWE went live on social media in the minutes prior to SmackDown this past week was, quote, to serve as an active reminder that the show was starting, per Fightful Select. Great. I literally do not know what to tell you, to be totally honest with you about that. Despite the fact that the show runs on a schedule, and everybody knows what the schedule is, and everybody knows what network it's on. So I don't understand why you needed to have a live stream to tell you when the show is starting. But you know what? That's me. I mean, I literally don't know what else to tell you, to be totally honest with you. That's it. So I literally have nothing else to say. Our final minor rumor, Matt Jackson was cleared to return from his torn biceps injury this week. Quote, a few weeks ahead of schedule, says Wrestling Observer Newsletter. Well, that's good. Somebody actually finally heeded my advice, okay, and made a speedy recovery, and they were back sooner rather than later, okay? I'm so glad to hear that about Matt Jackson. I'm so glad to hear that his bicep situation, is not as serious as I'm sure he potentially anticipated, and I'm glad to know that he's able to hop right back into the storyline. I'm sure that they can continue on with the Elite storyline. That's probably why they went with Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega, but I could be wrong. At the end of the day, I mean, it was a nice breakaway from the whole like team versus team situation, and now you got the whole like Don Callis thing. So you can have you can just have them like reunite and be like Don Callis, So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see how that story plays out. But now that we know that Matt Jackson is back to doing his thing, we don't have to worry about them being down at Jackson. Okay, so that's good to know. What do we talk about? Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, Zelina Vega, Mia Yim, and Aaliyah, top 6 baby faces. Asuka, Bayley, Lacey Evans, Scarlett, B-Fab, and Tamina, top 6 heels. Again, are they the top because they're the top? Or are they the top because they're the only ones there? You know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen Lacey Evans in ages. I haven't seen B-Fab in ages. I forgot Tamina even was on the show. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte Flair, she's gone. Mia Yim, I mean, I saw her maybe once, 2 weeks ago. Aaliyah, I haven't seen Aaliyah since she got injured. She literally hasn't been back on TV since she got injured. And that was, remember when she was teaming with Raquel? Remember that? That's how long it's been since she's been here. But no, I mean, she's a top baby what? Anyway, man, a lot of revamped themes from WWE in the next few months. I don't know who they could be. It could vary from person to person. You know what I mean? Which, if anything, only makes it scarier because I don't actually know, who's on top and who's on first and what's on second and all that sort of stuff. So at the end of the day, we're just going to have to over time just see who's switching and not switching. You know what I'm saying? Big plan for the World Heavyweight Championship and a story that would catapult the title. So again, like I said, if you're gonna put anybody right on that catapult, that trebuchet, Seth Rollins is definitely the guy to do it. I mean, I don't care who you are. Again, that's the guy that you're gonna do that with. And like I said, if you're gonna do it with him with that title, then you obviously want somebody of that same caliber to help catapult the story even more. So at the end of the day, we're just gonna have to see who that is and how the story plays out. WWE went live on social media for SmackDown. Great. Don't know why they did that. Great. And Matt Jackson is cleared to return from torn biceps injury this week. Good. So we're gonna have more Elite versus BCC as a whole instead of individual. Again, no, that's not really a bad thing. I mean, you could argue that that's potentially why they did that, or you could argue hey, too many faction wars. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, either way, nice thing that happened. Folks, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful tonight and a wonderful bar. And as always, big hugs. Big hugs all around.